Mexico's $5 billion trade corridor, a new rival to the Panama Canal? For over a century, the Panama Canal has been the most crucial maritime shortcut, allowing ships to move between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans without enduring the long and treacherous journey around South America. However, a new competitor is emerging from an unexpected place: Mexico. Mexico is embarking on a $5 billion megaproject that could reshape global trade as we know it. This ambitious initiative, known as the Interoceanic Corridor, the Isthmus of Tehuantepec site, is designed to provide an alternative trade route between the two oceans. But before diving into this game-changing project, let's take a look at the history that led us here. The birth of the Panama Canal. In the early 1900s, shipping goods from New York to San Francisco posed a major challenge. Merchants had two options. 1. The land route, slow, expensive, and inefficient. 2. The sea route, a long, dangerous journey around the southern tip of South America. Sailing around Cape Horn was perilous, with unpredictable storms and deadly currents. Even the fastest ships took weeks, while others needed months to complete the journey. To solve this, the United States undertook one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history: the construction of the Panama Canal. The task was monumental. Workers had to blast through mountains, dig through dense jungles, and battle deadly diseases in sweltering heat. A major challenge was designing a system to overcome the region's elevation changes. The solution? A series of locks acting as giant water elevators to lift ships over the continental divide. After a decade of construction and $375 million, equivalent to $1 billion today, the Panama Canal officially opened in August 1914. It was a triumph of human ingenuity, instantly transforming global trade. Today, more than 10,000 ships pass through it annually, carrying over 500 million tons of cargo. The Panama Canal's growing challenges. While the Panama Canal remains a critical part of global trade, it has its limitations. Ship size constraints. Many modern megaships are too large to pass through, even after recent expansions. Traffic congestion. The canal is often stretched to its limit, handling around 4 million cargo containers a year. Environmental factors. In 2023, Panama faced its driest season on record, forcing authorities to limit daily ship crossings from 40 to just 25. This caused major delays and led to bidding wars for passage. These challenges have created an opportunity for alternative trade routes, and Mexico is stepping up to the challenge. Mexico's forgotten trade route returns. Interestingly, Mexico had already built an interoceanic railway decades before the Panama Canal. In 1884, Mexican President Porfirio Diaz envisioned a railway linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. His vision became a reality in 1907 when the interoceanic train started operating, 7 years before the Panama Canal opened. This railway boosted Mexico's economy and positioned it as a key player in global trade. However, when the Panama Canal opened in 1914, Mexico's railway became obsolete. Within a year, cargo volumes dropped by 80%, and the railway fell into disrepair. For over a century, it remained a forgotten relic. Fast forward to 2018, and Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador proposed a bold plan to revive and modernize the railway into a state-of-the-art trade corridor. This would not only restore Mexico's role in global trade, but also provide an alternative to the Panama Canal. The Interoceanic Corridor, a new trade route. Unlike the Panama Canal, which is a waterway, the CIT is a comprehensive transportation corridor consisting of 3 major railway lines stretching over 1,000 kilometers, parallel highways for trucks and other cargo transport, modern, high-capacity ports at both ends for quick cargo transfer. Here's how it works. 1. Cargo arrives at Mexico's east coast. 2. It is transferred onto trains or trucks and transported across the isthmus. 3. On the west coast, it is loaded onto another ship and continues its journey. This system could prove faster and more efficient than the Panama Canal, particularly for large ships that cannot fit through the canal's locks. Instead of sailing around South America, they could offload cargo in Mexico, transport it by land, and reload it onto another ship on the opposite coast. Construction of the CIT began in June 2020 with $5 billion in funding. The Mexican government even seized control of sections of the railway from private companies, emphasizing the project's importance. Economic impact and future prospects. If successful, the CIT could create 500,000 jobs, attract up to $50 billion in global investments, revitalize Mexico's economy, particularly in underdeveloped southern regions. However, the CIT is not designed to replace the Panama Canal. Instead, it complements it by reducing congestion during peak seasons, providing an alternative route when the canal faces climate-related disruptions. That said, if the CIT proves to be significantly faster and cheaper, it could divert traffic away from the Panama Canal, forcing Panama to innovate and improve efficiency. Additionally, the CIT isn't just for cargo. In December 2023, the first passenger train began operating, opening up opportunities for tourism and regional travel. Imagine crossing from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean in just a few hours, taking in Mexico's breathtaking landscapes along the way. The future of global trade, the world of international shipping is evolving, and Mexico is emerging as a major player. With the Interoceanic Corridor, the country is reclaiming its strategic role in global trade and creating a viable alternative to the Panama Canal. As the project nears completion, the world is watching closely. Could this be the beginning of a new era in maritime trade? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, change is coming.